Good morning. Here I am going to present a topic on design thinking. We can have a discussion on what is the meaning of this design thinking. Design thinking is a process for creative problem solving that helps teams move past the first good ideas and discover creative solutions. Rather than a one shoe fits all mindset, the design thinking approach encourages a holistic view where uncertainty and ambiguity are welcomed and embraced to consider all sides of a problem. A design mindset can be applied to any life situation, and it aids in developing innovative ideas by considering the biggest picture and allowing that to shape our decisions as we move forward. The method is steeped in a deep belief that the end user should be at the heart of all decision making. The benefit of design thinking is that through empathy for that customer, consumer, or client, you are able to create products and experiences that truly help people and even change lives. In this article, we will explore the five-step process that enables teams to come up with impactful solutions to real problems that are vetted by the people they intend to serve before they are being ever built. These key steps will launch you into an innovative and experimental design approach. The five-step design thinking process here we are going to discuss is empathize, ideate, create, prototype, and test. First of all, we can discuss about the term empathize. So what is empathize? Empathize is the first stage in design process to develop a deep understanding of the target. That is the target audience, customer, consumer, and their unique perspective to identify the address the problem at hand. To do this, design thinkers are encouraged to cast aside all assumptions about the problem, the consumers, and the world at large. This allows them to objectively consider any and all possibilities about the customer and their needs. So the typical activities which include in the empathize topic are observations. That is, you will go where your user go and you see what they are care about. Then qualitative interviews, then immersions, etc. Then next one is about define. Define is putting together all of the information gathered from empathizing in the previous step. The next step is to define the problem statement clearly, and the ideal problem statement should be captured from the perspective of human-centered needs rather than focused on business goals. For example, instead of setting a goal to increase sign-ups by 5%, a human-centered target would be to help busy moms provide healthy food for their families. Based on the frustrations you observed or heard about, come up with the question how you might solve them. That is, the typical activities which include in the defined process are clustering and themes, problem statements. And the next one is ideate. Ideate means the problem you intend to solve is clear. It's time to brainstorm ways to address those unmet needs. That is, you collect as many ideas as possible at the start so that your team can investigate the test them by the end. That is the typical brainstorming. Brainstorming means it is a critical part of the ideation phase. It is the best way to generate a wide variety of ideas, all aimed at addressing the problem or challenge at hand. Brainstorming allows the entire team to bring their perspectives, experiences, and insights to the table, fostering diversity and richness in idea generation. Ideas shared can serve as stepping stones to lead to innovation, out of the box solutions that might not have been covered with a more conventional linear thinking process. Then the next step is prototype. Prototyping means in time through trial and error, your team identifies which is possible solution can best solve the identified problems. This typically will include scaled down versions of a finished product or systems in question, so you can present and get feedback from the people they intended to serve. The last type is test. Test means the prototype is the center of the final phase as we put together all the ideas to the test. It is important to note that the testing phase is a part of an interactive cycle. You will have the opportunity to hear from your users again, just as you did in the earlier phase. Empathize. And user testing is a critical to understand how your audience will react to the ideas in your prototype and how desirable that experiences will be. Unlike using testing, we are also seeking to learn how difficult it is to perform the task. You are allowing them to interact with your prototype, to observe their responses and gain insights on whether or not it solves the problem. So these are the details about the 5 steps in design thinking process. Thank you.